Welcome everybody, welcome to another edition of the Khaiza's Judge the Supers, right? For this week's Judge the Supers, we're gonna be taking a look at Street Fighter V, right? The iconic, like, next gen, well, last gen at this point, PS4 game, that debuted in, like, how long ago was Street Fighter? I already forgot again. It's been like so long. My memory is like super bad. Oh, 2016. Oh yeah, my bad. I wanted to do this video, but I got lazy. I wanted to do this video after like the Capcom Pro Tour, when the Capcom Fighting Game Collection and Street Fighter 6 was announced. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let me do like a commemoration video of Street Fighter V. And, you know, I'm not gonna do like online. I already did the story mode, the cinematic story mode. I'm not gonna go through like this character specific stories, even though they're very minuscule, right? But rather, I just want to do like a chill, like, Judge the Supers, because, you know, like, supers are awesome, supers are cool, and literally that's like what, you know, I feel made like Street Fighter. It's not like the footsies and anything. It's like the way I grew up with Street Fighter was through SF4 and how fantastic the ultras were in SF4, which kind of I want to take like a look at sometime later, right? Because the ultras for Street Fighter 4 were pretty solid. But we're going to be taking a look at SF5 and checking out and judging the crit arts for that game and rating them like usual 1 to 10, shit like that, like how we did for KOF 15. We're gonna be taking a judging look at the crit arts of Street Fighter 5. So let us begin, right? Ryu, critical art, let's freaking go. I mean, Ryu Shinku Hadouken is like a really good primer, right? It's like the classic Ryu Street Fighter Super that he's always been in through and fucking through. It never changes, it never gets old. So it's like a good, like, classic balance man in between, right? But it is sad that he doesn't have like Metsugo Shoryuken like in Street Fighter 4 or Shin Shoryuken in Third Strike, right? Because those were OD. But nope, it's this. So you have to like cheese it out with a big ultra like fireball. That's kinda ugh. So I give it like a 5. You know what? I kind of like this. I'm kind of down with this, right? It looks freaking cool, right? Yeah, not I think. I know this is like the super that's been translated over into other like games like Marvel Future. Was it Marvel Contest of Champions, right? I think that was like a move that Spider-Man used in that game. Or was it Miles Morales? And I know this move was imported over from Street Fighter V to Battle for the Grid when Chun-Li was added as a character, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it looks cool. It's like a very cinematic, showy. This is like the premiere Chun-Li like super that when SF5 was like debuting, this was the super that they went with. Hogyokusen. It's like a multi-kick thing. But damn, would I love it if it was like other Chun-Li supers like in Marvel games, right? Where it didn't make any sense. But it is like Street Fighter, so that's how it be, right? There's the pain effects, 1,000 kicks. and like the final shot kicks your face. I like that. I like that. That one's a good, that one's a good 8. Start.
I'll end you.
Too easy. You know, I'm kind of like this one, right? I kind of like this one too. Damn, Chun-Li and Nash getting like the full-ass cinematic treatment. I do like the animations that like follow with Nash's crit art, right? He like puts on his anime glasses, dashes into the dark, and then just like assassinates your ass, like chops you in half. Damn, Nash, that's pretty Mortal Kombat of you to like chop a bitch in half, even though, you know, he's not dead, right? There's no like gruesome fatalities like in Mortal Kombat, but damn, this is pretty like a close one, right? This is a close one. I'm gonna give this one like an 8 out of 10 as well. I think it's cool. I think it looks good, right? It goes with the whole like Nash has been revived through some like dank bullshit. He's now like Victor von Frankenstein, like zombie man. He's got like patches on patches, and you know, it goes with the motif that like he's now like an edgelord. He's no longer just like the good buddy cop that he was back then with Guile, because he like legit died in some of the other games, but now he's like been brought back.
Away
with you. Ugh.
Ultimate Psycho Crusher! It can't be over!
Not gonna lie, I also like this one too. I hate that how it's like close-up proximity, right? I'm guess because I know it's like it's kind of like used as a wake-up option, this critical art. Like if an opponent is like gonna jump at you or something like that, or if he's gonna like meaty your ass, you could just, well, I don't think it could be countered meatied, right? You could just like throw this out, but I think when I first saw Bison for SF5, I do like the old look that he has. He has like gray hair and shit, like he's actually like aging and not just like this buff young man dictator, right? I do like that. But I do like everything else about it. He like, let me see it again. Ugh. He like crushes a Psycho. It becomes Ultimate Psycho Crusher. He becomes Ultimate Psycho Crusher. I love that. Ultimate Psycho Crusher gets like a... Oof. I gave Nash just like a 9, right? Okay, just keeping track. Let's give Bison's like an 8 out of 10. I was really disappointed they never added another crit art like they did back for SF4. Yeah, it was so like, I feel like a missed opportunity that they could have had, right? Yep. All right, Cammy crit art. Yeah. Cammy's crit art, I kind of like. I like how like high octane and speedy that was, being like how Cammy always works and performs in Street Fighter. All right. I have so many questions. Takes his chain, right? Takes his chain, captures you, like fucking does like, what was it, jump rope on your ass, and once he's done, he like slams you onto the ground. I like the ground stick KO. That's what I'm like giving like, okay, it's like, it's weird. It's not that like impressive. It's totally like mind shock. Well, not shocking, but it's all levels of like confusement. I was more confused, but I did like the impaled ground thing at the end. So I'm gonna give it like a 6. Here we go. I do like the pizzazz and flair for this super, right? I overall like the aesthetics of this super. Kicks you. Yeah. For being as quick as it is, I do like the presentation. I do like the style, the flair that Ken offers to the table. So I want to give it like a 9 out of 10. I want to give it a 9 because of how sick that is. Ugh. Yeah, he just like... Necalli base form just fucking Berserker barrages your ass. He literally becomes Wolverine in a Street Fighter game. Right? He does that. He has Berserker Slash and he has Berserker Barrage. But he does have an alternate form of this super. He goes Super Saiyan. Right? He literally goes like Super Saiyan 3 levels. And his crit art changes. I feel like that's kind of like similar to fucking Khaizakahn with his like Stormbringer move with the fucking hand and shit. But I don't know, just something about it feels like lacking. But this V-trigger, but this others, but the Berserker Barrage gets like a Berserker Barrage is like an 8 out of 10. However, the Soul Suck move, or the Soul like Crush move, I think it's like a... I'll keep it like an 8. You know what? I kind of like his other Ultra in Street Fighter 4 more. He does the wall cling move, but I feel like a sort of fucking resemblance to Ultra 2. I kind of don't like this one. I like the energy, I like the sadistic nature that Vega has when he does his Ultra. So I'm gonna give it like a 7. I'm gonna give it like a 7. There you go. Man, you want, literally the character is like I'll sit on your face type of character, and you have like no regrets after it. But... Yes. This is like a 10 out of 10, I feel. Yeah, because, you know, what more do you want, right, Chad? What more do you want? You want, like, a cute, like, wrestler girl that will, like, you want to, like, slap that ass, and now you get to taste that ass. Here you go. Thunder! Showtime! Okay, so I want to give it a 10 out of 10. I like the style. I like the great like tornado that he did, but I just hate how the feet are. Why does he have to like... I know he's like doing like animations for kicking. His kicks are like really weird looking to see at the end of that animation. I like the overall, I like everything about it except for like the wiggly legs. Yeah, I like this super. I like this Karen super. It's got some nice flair. It's got some nice beats. Starts with like strikes and then just like judos your ass and like in a spinning state. Yeah, and then does like 1-inch punch you or like palm thrust you. And that's pretty cool. I like that. Karen super is one of my favorites just for the small pause right before the final hit is so satisfying. I think I'll give like Karen's a 10 out of 10, right? I like this super. I really like it. Truth be told. Does some quick strikes, has a cool spinning state, 1-inch punch, and then backs to her character, then she laughs, because that's like her character archetype. Power for you! I want to give Zangief's like Ultra. How do you go from Siberian Blizzard to like, yeah, like basically fucking Zangief's crit art is just like he German suplexes you so hard, and by the power of muscle power, he just like digs your upper half to the ground. That's some fucking hokey ass shit. Like it went from anime to very like kind of extravagant and very like off the rails, but very basic. So I'm gonna give that like a 9. I like for how weird and dumb and overtly basic it is, but it takes basic to a whole new level. Something like that.
Punishment time! Here we go!
Look at her like her arm like that's the Street Fighter 5 engine going to work, right? Look at her like her elbow just like clipping through that. So Laura's just like puts you into like a pinball, kind of like Blanca before Blanca like literally came out. Just like chokeholds you. Cause she is like a judo. I think Laura deserves. Yeah, it plays with the screen borders a little bit. It's cool, but not that insane, right? Some like all these like judo stuff and shit like that are pretty impressive compared to like the Ultra, I feel. It's still good, right? So I give it like a 7.
Great God, Agni. In power.
Yeah, it's a utility super, but it's like a worse version of Dormammu's like I summon the power like floating ball in Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, I get it, that's the whole shtick for Dalsum. But, you know, comparatively speaking, right? Dalsum's got, like, a bomb-ass, in a good way, a bomb-ass Ultra from Street Fighter 4. He, like, grabs you in the air and then headbutts the shit out of you in Street Fighter 4. That was his Ultra too. Yoga Shangri-La. This one's so lame. So fucking lame. How the fuck do you go from like Yoga Shangri-La to like Yoga Inferno? I get it, like big belly. He gets like a pink belly, but it's just a fucking amped up Yoga Fireball. I'm gonna give that like a 3. It's so stupid. That's like a 1. I'm sorry for any Fang fans out there, but that's a 1 out of 10.
Now for the finale.
Ugh.
You can't escape.
Ugh. I do like the energy and the hypeness about Alex's crit art. Like he power bombs him, takes your ass high up, and then chops you, power bombs, rolls, and then plants your ass to the ground. and you become like a stone monument. You just like T-pose in there forever. Hold the pose. Exactly. You hold the pose. You have to hold this fucking L. I like that one. That one's a 10 out of 10, I feel. It's not great, right? It's not overtly fantastic, right? Like the mega suplexes in TVC. But this is like close enough, right? This is pretty cool. Guile, don't tell me. Ah, fuck.
Move it! Sonic Hurricane!
Wow, did not even kill. But it's a little bit lackluster, all things considered. He gets like buff arms, right? He gets buff. But it's just the same. It's just the same atoms and everything. But it's not that great. The only like, I think good super or good like ultra that he had was like the multi-hit flash kick that he had in Street Fighter 4, his Ultra 1. I thought that was really cool. But Sonic Hurricane is Sonic Hurricane. He always had that shit in like older games. So this one's like the same category as Ryu. It's like a 5. Oh, fireball forward with kicks. You know, this is where I'll say that, like, if it's like a returning character like Ibuki, right? And if her 5 critical art is better than her 4 version, I kind of want to say that like the Street Fighter 5 Ibuki critical art for her is pretty badass, and I want to say it's a little bit better than her Ultra 1 and Ultra 2. This Ibuki's like super is just a combination of Ultra 1 and Ultra 2. She like trips you up, launches you up, does like Naruto poses, and does her Yoroi Toshi move and slams you to the ground. I kind of like this one. That one's like a good 9. It's got right choreography, it's got good action to it, it's got a good setup to it, very callback to Ultra 2 and stuff like that.
You won't hear the full 10 count! Why don't you go to hell?
He just straight one punches you. Like, it's super fucking lackluster. I get it, it's like a good like wake up super to like get out of dodge type of situation.
You won't hear the full 10 count! Why don't you go to hell?
But I feel like he could have done more, right? I feel like he could have done more. But if I were to like think about it, I guess it's like the only one thing that he did cool, chat room, was his fucking Ultra 2 in Street Fighter 4. He like illegal like stomps your foot, then headbutts you, and then just like haymakers the shit out of you. That's the only like cool redeeming part about Balrog, was that shit. And I like that move. But this one's kind of like, this one's kind of lame. This one gets like a 4, only because I like the build-up behind it.
This will end your suffering. Just get it out.
Yep. It's literally just like a projectile. That's all it really is. It's
Have some. Take that.
It's literally just this shit, but in a bigger like form. It's not really that great. Not really that great looking. I kind of don't like it. How do you like what we talked about? How do you go from like her Ultra in Street Fighter 4 to this? I expected nothing and I'm still disappointed. Yeah, I am so fucking disappointed as well. That one's like a 3. It's so whack. Tremble! I mean, Urian's one is kind of like a very cost-heavy jam session from Dante in Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, he just He just literally does Jam Session or Captain Corridor. I do like the camera work for the game to like close in on his face and his demonic nature. A cool fucking character, right? A cool character. Aegis Reflector. But it's just so lame. I'm glad that Urien has been added as a mod in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, right? Because Urien in MVC 3 as a mod is so fucking good. Holy shit, the amount of crazy bullshit that you can do with this guy is insane. But that one's like a... That one's like a 5. Like, not primer levels, but... That's just what it is. Koretsuha. Yeah. That's pretty cool, right? So that's like crit art 1 for Akuma, right? That's like a... That's like a 7. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. It does what it needs to do. It's very classic. It's very hails back from Third Strike. I do like it, but this is where it gets the banger. Yeah, this is so cool. This demon is super sick because all of the demons, like, beforehand, right, chat room, is that they were super, like, hidden beneath shadows. You could only see, like, the hit spark effects, right? And in this one, you get a visual look at how a demon is. I love how this demon is, right? Capcom did a pretty good job of like just improving on the demon for Akuma by a country fucking mile. I really love this demon of just like going in high velocity, punching, brutally murdering with his fist on the opponent back and forth like that. It's crazy. This one's like, I feel like a 10 out of 10 demon. This one's a really good demon.
Let's end this. This is your ultimate fate. I feel so.
Kind of like an 8. Yeah, 8 out of 10.
This is your ultimate fate. I feel so.
Yeah, 8. Strikes you up, but has a good butt shot. 8 out of 10. Alright. I don't know how to feel about Ed's fucking crit art. I just had this epiphany in my head while I saw it. It's literally Dudley's Rolling Thunder. This is such a lame version of Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder starts with the same like startup amps of just like punching the shit out of the dude in like normal standard camera, then zooms in, punches, then Ed like just like punches you all around and then just like uppercuts you. It's literally just Dudley Rolling Thunder. But Dudley's Rolling Thunder has a lot more impact. Ed, I don't feel any impact for him because it's such like a try-hard version of him. I really don't like this one. It's kind of lame. So I'm gonna give that super like, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Can't run away!
Yeah.
Damn you!
Abigail's one gets like a 4. Abigail's one, final thought, like Abigail's one gets like a 4. Coomer time.
Behold your future. I shall present your prophet.
She like wiggles her butt
With a chance of soul storm.
and she does that. Master, I really did it. Yeah, she's like the apprentice of Rose. This weird, like, Egyptian little girl. She does all this, like, weird, cute poses and shit like that. Stop it. But yeah, it's really cool looking. I like it. That one gets, like, a 9. Without the wiggle the butt, if she would just, like, stand there, that's, like, a 8. But she does, like, the wiggling her butt, that's, like, gives it a 9.
Now watch and learn.
Now watch and learn. Yep. I like this. I like this super a lot. It's literally a callback to Strider's fucking Ragnarok super in all of the Marvel games. Except it's like Guy. It's like a little bit of Guy, a little bit of Strider as well. I love this super. Yeah. Literally a callback to Guy and Strider super. That's like a 10 out of 10 for me. I like the camera work. I like the camera work. I like the background. I like the fucking ink effects that goes around. I like the special sound effects with the kicks and everything and punches. I love everything about this super. That's like a 10 out of 10 for me. Senryoku Senkai. She's a Power Ranger. I like the super, right? I like the super. It's very Sakura, right? It's very Sakura looking. She like shippus and then just like uppercuts your ass in a pink floral finish. I like this one. That one's a good like. Honestly, I think it's a good 9. Yeah, I think this is like a good 9 out of 10 for me.
Now the hunt begins!
I have not seen the super in a long damn time. So wait, you mean to tell me Blanca just does like Laura shit, except for the fucking screen borders?
Now the hunt begins!
I mean, he just like Sonic the Hedgehog's your ass. He just like does down B on you. He does like down B on you and proceeds to like kill you. So it's pretty cool, right? It's pretty dope. But oof, I don't know. I'll say like I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 at best. Leg up.
I won't miss. It's not done. Handle this. How fate is it?
I mean, she just like bonks you with the stick. Check out my big meaty stick. She'll give you like the bonk stick. It's like stop being horny. Good camera. Jumps up high. Whacks you and whacks you.
How fate is it?
I mean, what? It looks so lame. Like, just like golf swings your ass and then whacks you and then whacks you again. That's kind of like subpar. I guess that's like a 4. I guess that's like a 4 out of 10. Like, I do like the effects going on, right? But I don't know. I know I'm definitely gonna give this a 1.
Believe it or not, I'm pretty busy. Oh, get out of my face!
That is so fucking lame. That's like literally, I mean, okay, I'll give it like a 2. Like I do like the startup items for it.
Believe it or not, I'm pretty busy.
Cracks his neck, but
Oh, get out of my face!
is just criminal upper. It's a bland ass fucking criminal upper. That's like a 2.
Power to the
The
us.
us.
Light it up. I have the power of God. It's over. Pleasure.
For being a weird, like, kooky man that G is, like, why yes, I am the president. His super's kind of like lackluster. He just like points at you like fucking Uncle Sam and then just like lava erupts. I wish he would have done a little bit more though. Not gonna lie. It's kind of abysmal. Like he just does like a worse version of Kuma's critical art. And we saw that it's way more better than this one. That one's kind of like a 5. I'll give it a little bit benefit of the doubt because the startup animations is pretty funny. But nothing too crazy for G. Now Sagat though.
Let's see you beat this.
Not gonna lie. I kind of like Sagat's crit art in this one. No shit. It's very cinematic. Has like weird camera angles though, right? Like,
Let's see you beat this.
like knees you, yeah, some weird angles, right? Where like could have been better. I think like I like it a little bit more than Sagat's Ultra 1 in SF4, where he like charges up and does like Tiger Knee, Tiger Uppercut, and then Tiger Ultra Uppercut. I like this one. For being what Sagat really is, right? It's way more better than like Tiger Cannon or some shit like that. I wish I could give it a little bit of score, but damn, those like camera angles are really like putting it off. Almost close to giving it like a 10, but I might have to bump down it severely because, you know, camera angles really like affect how a super looks. If a camera angle does not highlight a character in a specific angle, then it's not totally great. In the case of being Sagat, like there's some weird shots with like the kick and then it like
Let's see you beat this.
like does that camera, that's that one, and there's not a lot of like
Not my day.
good choreography. There's a lot of like not good choreography with this one. Sorry, not choreography. I'm sorry, camera angles with this one. So I'm gonna give that like a 7. You know, Sagat's like super cool, super like great, but I feel like that Ultra was kind of like mid. It's kind of like a rehash of Ryu's Metsuko Shoryuken in Street Fighter 4. Except it's like with a much more eviler impact. Like the screen goes red and black. Yeah, like it does like a cool like feel of it, but it's just a rehash of that. I really don't like that. Cause it's just like copy and paste over. Now he has a raging demon. I thought that is another 10 out of 10. It's like taking Akuma's though. It's like another Akuma like demon, but it's more like visceral because like it's the red and black, right? Like Akuma's always been like black and purple, black background, purple like hit effects. But with Ryu's, it's like red and black, like the color like complements like the violent nature that he has, right? So I like this one. This one's a 10 out of 10. Single man. Ugh.
This is
Thank you. I kind of like the effect for this, like, it's just mega 100 hand slap, right? It's kind of like a similar vibe to his Ultra in SF1, SF2, Ultra 1 and SF4, right? He did like a sumo charge and did like 100-hand slap. I like the visual effect that at the end you like slap a fool and it's like with Kage, that's like a super big bonus. Let me see that shit again. Ugh. Slaps you a whole bunch. Fucking Kage's evil raiders. Yeah, E-Honda's a 7. Just kind of like the same thing with kind of like the same thing with Street Fighter 4 Ultra 1. Just not as great.
Showtime! I've got you. Ora, ora, ora! Take off! Was it good for you?
Kind of similar to Ultra 1 and Ultra in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, because that's when she made her first 3D debut. But I kind of don't like the effect. I kind of don't like. Maybe I'm just a little bit biased because I was introduced to Poison in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and that's how her Ultra really looked. Like, smacked your ass down with her like heels, and then slaps, and then uses her whip and slaps you right in the booty, right in, and then like just like knocks you the hell back. But in here, it just like kicks you. She just like kicks you in the face.
I've got you. Ora, ora, ora! Take off!
Yeah, like
Was it good for you?
same like outro, same like outro, right? But so I'm not like 100% sold on it.
Let's get it started.
I think I'll give it like a 6. I think I'll give it a 6.
Gotta respect the law.
Gotta respect the law. Why does this chick have Ken Shippu Jinrai, right? Why does this chick have Shippu Jinrai? Oh.
Gotta respect the law.
Like,
Take it.
she literally does Shippu Jinrai, just with different angles and different components, right? Floats your ass, kicks your ass all the way up, has some nice camera effects. I kind of like it. It's like a cool. It's like a good 8 for being just like Shippu Jinrai, right? I feel like, you know, that's pretty neat.
It is
God's will.
Time to return to harmony. Seraphic wing.
And it just whites
You
out.
must accept your fate.
You must accept your fate. I like the Super. I like this Ultra a lot. I give it like a 10 out of 10. Just for like bias alone, right?
It is
God's will. Time to return to harmony.
Seraphic wing.
Like, I like it. He goes into holy mode.
You must accept your
He goes into holy mode and does like FF7 Sephiroth Supernova your ass. I like. That's a 10 out of 10.
see what I'm really made of.
Honda engine overdrive.
I'll settle this now. It's the end.
Oh, wow. So, like, it's kind of like a better version of his Street Fighter 4 Ultra. Because in Street Fighter 4, Seth just, like, captures you in his fucking, like, in his, like, yin-yang tummy, and then, like, spits you back out. That was kind of, like, lame. But I kind of like this one, right? And I know it has, like, a better version.
Now useless. Witness the power of the Tanten engine.
Engine.
This is the power
Oh!
of the
Oh, it's still there! It's still there! Oh, wow. Okay, okay. I kind of like the amped up version when he goes B-Trigger 1, right? Very similar, like, Nekali shit. I kind of like it. That's like a
Don't hesitate.
That's like a 10, I feel. Cause it gets like better. I kind of like it. It's a 10 out of 10.
This is Secto style. Better remember that.
Oh my god, it has a bonus effect when you kill an enemy. What the hell? So, this is literally like a callback to SNK's like fighters of how they do shit. Like, they always do like ultra combos in their fighting games, right? And Dan just pretty much does that in some of like the games that he's in. He did it in SF4, he did it in this game. I don't know if he did it like in the older ones, but it's funny regardless. I love it.
This is Secto style. Better remember that.
It's like, this is kind of like Capcom just having fun with their characters in Season 5. Like, you know, outside of one person, look, look, all of the characters for Season 5 just like bring out an innate fun to them. Like, everybody has sauce compared to, I think, like the rest of the roster. Not Gil and Seth, but most of the roster in Street Fighter V has always been like their basic bitch. But with Season 5, it's like, man, these characters got some saucy sauce to them. I feel like I could jive with these characters, you know? But that's like a 10 out of 10 for Dan.
And for you. It's your destiny. Soul powers nature. Fate or a spark!
Huh. I hate you! Rose just literally did like a Dragon Ball Fighters like finish, right? It's not like a dramatic finish. I mean, it a little bit helped because of like the KO. But I like this super a lot compared to some of her other shtick in Street Fighter, in older Street Fighter games, right? Slaps you around with her scarf, tosses your ass down, and then does like a Kamehameha wave on your ass. I like it. I hate you, fucking Dan. Yeah, I think that's like a 9. I think that's like a 9 out of 10. All things considered. It's cool, it's flashy. It uses like Rose stuff really well with like the scarf and shit. But I don't think it's like that OD, you know? I don't think it's that great. Yikuso Nissan. I love this one. That's a 10. That's a 10. Literally, like, a character from another Capcom fighting game, Rival Schools, that hasn't seen the light of day since fucking TVC to an extent, right? Since TV fucking C. And fans have been dying for something that's like not Street Fighter related or something like Marvel vs. Capcom related, and in Street Fighter V, we got like a crossover character, and that's Akira from Rival Schools. Well, albeit like Rival Schools and Street Fighter share the same universe, same as like Darkstalkers. But it's just so fucking it's so fucking like happy feels, right? That we got like something out of like Capcom's library other than just like the main dudes from Street Fighter, right? Rival Schools, Project Justice, Power Stone, Darkstalkers, all of the like the fighting games and all of like the classic IPs that Capcom has locked away in their closet and are only reused in like battle pass costumes or extra battle costumes. Now there's like a character that Capcom actually took time to consider like making an actual character. And she's fun as hell, right? Toy. I like it. He pretty much just spirit bombs your ass. He pretty much just spirit bombs you. I like that a lot. For being a weird, kooky old man, he has like setups, He's a weird, kooky old man, and he becomes even weirder in this game because now, like Street Fighter V, he's no longer just like his like hand behind like his fucking gi, right? He carries a turtle because it's like a mental like training exercise or some shit. He always carries a turtle around and always like tries to safeguard a turtle. Look at that. he still handles the turtle very carefully. No, let's not do that. But that super gets like a 10 out of 10, right?
Here's my special.
Like he'll slug you, slug, consistent body blows, and then just like haymakers your ass.
And that's about it.
But I feel like it's kind of weak sauce though. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I feel like that's a... I feel like that's a 6, all things considered, right? I don't know how I feel about it, though. So, we just finished Street Fighter V's Raid to Super. It was not that long. It was relatively simple. It didn't go on. Like, it's like a relatively big roster. For Street Fighter, all things considered, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 20 on this side, 40, 41, 42. If you count 11, and 11 is like he's kind of like the random select type of character. He was supposedly like Necrid, right? Or like 12 from old SF games, but Capcom was like, nah, let's keep him as like random select. We want to promote Luke as like final character, but we still want to add one more character because per season rules. So let's add a random character and a shapeshifting character as 11 and give him a semblance to like 12, and that's that. But best supers I feel would be like well, let's start like backwards, right? Akira or Oro, pretty good. Dan is also pretty good. Sess and Gil, also badass. Kage's got a good demon as well as like Akuma. They're the most like visceral, I feel. Well, Kage's more visceral than Akuma, but both of them have like a violent effect to them. It's more bloody massacre type of feel. Sakura's is pretty good. Ken was pretty good. Alex is like funny. Zeku is top notch. Huh. There are a lot of like subpar ones, I feel, right? Not a lot of them are like great, or like half of them are like not as good. Ryu's kind of like basic. Chun-Li is pretty like iconic. Zangief is like hella funny. Laura's weird. Nash is edgelord. Bison is Bison. Birdie is... I don't want to talk about Birdie. I don't want to talk about Fang. I don't want to talk about Dolls. Yeah. Some moves are a little bit lackluster. So, supers are like all over the place. Some are like cinematic. Some are utility. Some are just very short and quick. A few of them are really cinematic, but yeah, that's like Street Fighter V in a nutshell. Like, you know, after Capcom Pro Tour, this like kind of like marks the end. Well, I mean, we'll probably see one more major Street Fighter V circuit, and that's in EVO. That'll be like a proper send-off to the what was it, 2022, right? 6-year-old game, right? Oh, how ironic. Street Fighter V going into Street Fighter 6, 6 years in the making. Yeah, that's it for Street Fighter V, and let's just see, right? Hopefully that when the next Street Fighter comes out, SF6, once we get more information on that game, hopefully it will be good. I'm hoping for some fan favorite characters to come back, hoping for some online information to be announced. A beta would possibly work, right? A beta would possibly work because that's how fighting games do their shit nowadays. Address like a public beta or a closed beta to invitation only. But yeah. That's it for Street Fighter V, and I'm hoping like what are they gonna do with like not only the gameplay but also the graphics engine, right? Because Street Fighter V and Street Fighter 4 looks very like molded in like clay like cartoony style. Now they're going into the more realistic like RE engine type of physics about them. So I want to see how like characters look. I want to see like what the art style, what the graphics look like. I want to see so many like possible hopes for Street Fighter. We'll have like a lot of like theory crafting and information to be known of around like June-ish. Because that's like most likely E3. And EVO will probably get a little bit more, but mainly June because, you know, E3, right? And now all E3 is like digital, so that's about it. Yeah. I guess that's it for Street Fighter V.